the Pope might not be a Philly guy after all. You heard me right. We all know that the Pope went to Villanova. We know that he was a Chicago guy, but he went to Villanova. And so we have all kind of been holding out hope. The Pope is a Philly guy. We're going to be able to embrace him fully. All the people are like, Villanova's not a city school. All those people were kind of like, hey, you know, it's kind of cool that the Pope is putting on a Villanova hat. Archbishop Perez, the Archbishop of the Philadelphia Diocese, right? If you're Catholic, you get this. If you're not, Nelson Perez, former priest at St. Agnes in Westchester. He was a priest there when I went to Westchester University. This is kind of cool. And had become the Archbishop. Pretty neat. He went over to the Vatican. And he tried to hand the Pope a hat. And the hat that he tried to hand the Pope was not a Villanova hat. It was an Eagles hat. I want you to watch what happened here. Pope Leo, we've been in good graces, and we like Pope Leo, we think. He's been a Philly guy. He put on the Villanova hat. Here's Archbishop Perez from Philadelphia handing an Eagles hat to the Pope. Let's see how it goes. Nice handshake, good handshake. We don't know what they're saying. Smiles, we love the smiles. And then he's, okay, we can't hear it. We don't know what he's saying, but good little back and forth here. You know, if you put your ear to the ground, there's a thought that maybe Perez can end up over the Vatican at some point. Not as a Pope, but like, he gives an Eagles hat. All right, so we have a transfer, right? We went to the two hands there with the Pope. Let's go back here. We don't have the telestration here, but let's go a little slow-mo. All right, so Perez hands off the Eagles hat, puts it in the right hand first. Pope grabs the bill of the hat, and then we see the look down, a smile, not disgust, right? We know that the Pope, Chicago originally. Is he really just a Bears fan? Does he embrace the Philadelphia of it all as a Villanova grad? Now he goes to both hands, returns the eye contact to Perez, switches to the left hand. We got a handshake. Handshake there. Looks pretty firm. All right, let's keep going. Handshake. He does not put on the Eagles hat. Now, again, there was no disgust. There was no, how dare you hand me the symbol of Satan, the Eagles hat. So we have avoided that. He doesn't exactly say, love the birds. We don't get the Pope turning his head to look at the camera with a go birds. I can't tell here. I don't think Perez said, can we get a go birds for the folks at home? But a nice smile, and then he hands off the hat, which is what the Pope usually does when he's handed something. You have a moment. Now, in the rare moment, like he did after just becoming the Pope, he puts on the Villanova hat. Is the Pope a Philly guy? 610. I'm actually going to go over really quickly. I need to know, in the YouTube poll right now, does this mean the Pope is not a Philly guy? I don't know how to feel. Because, like, at this point, we've seen him put on a Villanova hat because he's an alum. He did not put on the Eagles hat. He also didn't look disgusted. Is the Pope a Philly guy? It's now in the poll. Yeah, I know how stupid it is. Yes, I know I mock these kind of polls online. But it's just part of the engagement here on YouTube, on the Russ Joy Show YouTube channel. Is the Pope a Philly guy? Oh, we have votes in both directions. Oh, boy. People have thoughts.